he won this race, and I think we cannot forget this. There was a green-white checkered situation, and he had to hold off Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson. I mean, we're talking about two of the elite drivers in the sport. And you know, Brendan, one thing we don't get a chance to talk about very often in here is a guy becoming a first-time winner. And this past weekend at Bristol, and this was not, he didn't back into this win. And
well, there's people, of course, look, we all have black helicopters and haters in our sport. Oh, great decision on crew chief, great decision on pit crew. Driver had a say in this decision. Driver told his crew chief he did not want to come in. He wanted the track position, which means the crew chief believes in the driver to say, hey, kid, it's in your hands. And what did he do? He put it in his hands, and way to go, Ty.
Well, and the other thing, and I want to give credit to Ty Gibbs, and look, first off, Ty's been through a lot over the last 3 years.
Look, I mean, in the sport and out of the sport.
Right. I mean, honestly, since he won that championship in Xfinity Series, and now it's the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, but in Phoenix, it has been somewhat of a nightmare. I mean, we all know that night he lost his father, and he's had to endure probably expectations maybe that were set a little too high. Having teammates like Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe winning all the races.
Championship contenders and winning every week.
And then this lawsuit that's gone on, and a lot of barbs being thrown his way during this. So first off, he's a pretty good race car driver, and he won this race, and I think we cannot forget this. There was a green-white checkered situation, and he had to hold off Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson.
With newer tires.
He was not holding off a couple of has-beens or whatever. I mean, we're talking about two of the elite drivers in the sport. NASCAR champions.
Last two champions in the sport.
And Kyle Larson has been one of the most successful drivers over the last few years at Bristol that there is. So congratulations, Ty Gibbs, on getting your first win. And you know, we talked about it last week on this show.
And you actually said, we've been talking a lot about it, but you last week said, man, I think Ty's got something going this week. And in the group matchup, he was, the favorite, and we're like, damn, wish he wasn't the favorite. Not a big return there, but look, Ty, we've been saying it for 2 years now. We kept saying, we paused a couple times because he had some lulls in his sophomore season, but we've been saying, look at him go, kind of like Bubba, look at them go. And all these guys were saying, look at them go. They all drive for one manufacturer, Toyota.
Well, if I can digress, I do want to tell you a story that warmed my heart last week. It made
heartwarming story here on Sirius XM.
It made me feel good about myself. So I went to this little sports bar by my house to watch the Masters on Sunday. And the general manager of the sports bar, he said, I know you probably want the race on a TV somewhere. And I said, absolutely. So he puts the NASCAR race on a TV. And these ladies come in and they sit at the booth beside us. And they looked over at the general manager of the bar and they said, man, we're excited that you put the NASCAR race on because we like the NASCAR race and we want to watch golf and the NASCAR race. And so the guy that's the general manager of the bar said, the guy that's sitting beside of you, he actually worked in NASCAR and he does a show on the radio. And they actually come around and they goes, well, who do you think's going to win today? This is like 30 minutes before the race started. And I said, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. But I said, I think Ty Gibbs is going to win this race. They both pulled out their phones on their betting apps.
No way.
And both of them got him at 12-1 on whatever betting app they're on. They each bet $20 on him, and they sat there for the whole day to watch all 500 laps at Bristol and watch Rory McIlroy win at the Masters.
Did they pay for your lunch?
Well, that's kind of a whole nother situation. I'll tell you about that one off the air, but trust me.
Hey, I like this one.
Trust me in saying that they were very, very happy, and it definitely made me feel good that they had won some money.
We definitely need to have an off-air story on this one. Okay. Yes. Hey, guys, your two favorite hosts with the most, Brendan Gaughan.
And I'm Jeff Motley. Thanks for watching this clip of Gone Racin. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and click on the link.
Guys, we film every Thursday live on the Gone Racin YouTube channel and Sirius XM satellite radio. Tune in, listen to us, have a great time watching.
All the links are below. Catch you next time.